Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scattered by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, okay? And this is nothing but Basketball Wives tea, okay? This Yes for the Mess ain't got nothing to do with nothing else but the Basketball Wives, okay? Now, as you guys already know, season 9 of Basketball Wives pretty much ended very abruptly. It only had 7 episodes. It aired in February and it ended sometime in March, okay? So it went on for only 7 weeks, no reunion, no nothing, okay? So that was pretty much the basis of the situation. It had low ratings. Nobody was watching the show. And people were very much so petitioning for the show to leave the air, especially with the colorism allegations from Shawnee, Evelyn, Phoebe, and OG, okay? Now, soon after season 9 was over with, it was announced that Evelyn Lozada would no longer be on the show. She said that she quit the show, she wanted to move on to other pastures, and she wanted nothing else to do with the show. After that, it was revealed that Kristen Scott was also let go from Basketball Wives as well. Then later on down the line, it was also reported that Phoebe was let go, and it was also reported that OG would not be returning to season 10 of Basketball Wives. Then it was also revealed that Shawnee will be on the show in a very limited capacity on this season of Basketball Wives. But then turns out, after all of those announcements from Evelyn leaving to Shawnee being part-time, to Kristen leaving, to Phoebe leaving, to OG leaving, it was reports of what the next season would bring. And it was said that who was going to be on the cast was Jackie, Malaysia, Jennifer Williams, Brooke Bailey, British Williams, Brandy McSeal, Nia and Noria, the twins from last season, and I think that was just, and Angel Brinks. They were all going to be on season 10 of Basketball Wives. The biggest thing that was being talked about was the up-and-coming storyline of the breakdown of Brandy McSeal and Malaysia Pargo's friendship. That was the biggest thing that was talked about, and everybody has been waiting on that particular storyline to play out. Most definitely I am. Now, before we get into the tea of this season, the tea that I got from a reality, basically from a Basketball Wives tea blog. I've been following them for so many years or whatever, and I'm getting this tea from them. It's called Spill BBWT. I think that's what it's called. Okay, now before we get into the Basketball Wives tea, I did say that last season I would not be reviewing this season of the Basketball Wives. I always said if Evelyn left and Brandy McSeal returned, I would review it. And basically, Evelyn left and Brandy McSeal is back, so yes, I will be reviewing this show. And yes, the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be centered around Basketball Wives this season, the next go round, okay? So, it's time for the Basketball Wives tea, and I know some of y'all been waiting on it because from what I've been hearing, season 10 is going to be on fire, and it's going to definitely be a redemption season for this franchise. Let's get into the tea. Now, first off, they said that the Basketball Wives trailer would be revealed in the winter time. So basically December, January is when we'll finally see the trailer. I cannot wait to see the trailer. First of all, I'm ready to see what's going to happen because like I said, this season has been said to be one of their best seasons yet after having a draining season 8 and season 9. So when it comes down to who's the main cast members and who are cast B members, from what is being said, the main cast members of the season will be Jackie Christie, Malaysia Pargo, Jennifer Williams, British Williams, Duffy, Angel Brinks, and Brandy. Okay, that's what's been said as far as who's going to be the main cast member. Now there's been talk about Brooke. I'm not necessarily sure if she's going to be a full-time Basketball Wife. It's not really being said that she will be, but she has a big chance at being a full-time Basketball Wife, to be quite honest. And Brooke has a big ass beef going on with Malaysia Pargo as well, but it hasn't necessarily been decided on whether or not she's going to be in the main cast. Okay, so that's pretty much the basis of that. When it comes down to Nia and Noria, the twins will basically be supporting cast members. Okay, they will be supporting cast members. And Shawnee, she'll show her face here and there, but to be quite honest, she won't be there like that. So basically the main cast includes Jackie, Jennifer, Malaysia, Brandy, British, Duffy, and I think Angel. Brooke has a chance of being a main cast member, but it's not necessarily set in stone. But we do know that the twins will most definitely be cast B. Y'all did all that shit last season to get all this mess started, and y'all still cast B. But let's go down the list of the people that's on the cast, and I will tell y'all who I feel should be on the main cast. Like I said, this is Basketball Wives T, and I'm here to dissect it and give you my opinion, and we're going to share opinions as we go along. Let's get into it. Now, first off, we got Jackie Christie. You cannot have a season of Basketball Wives and not have Jackie Christie as a main cast member. Like, if you don't have Jackie Christie as a main cast member, you don't even know what the hell you doing if you ain't got her as a fucking main cast member. Like, Jackie is Basketball Wives at this point. She is the one-all, be-all of Basketball Wives. You cannot have a season of Basketball Wives without having Jackie there. Plain and simple. Malaysia. As much as I don't see it for Malaysia at this point in time, I still feel like she has every right to be a cast A member. She's supposed to be in the forefront. Malaysia's a fixture on this cast. She's definitely a fan favorite, although I don't fuck with her ass anymore. She's a fan favorite, and she is one of the faces that you think of when you think about Basketball Wives. So I don't mind her being a main cast member at all at this point. Jennifer Williams, I don't see the point of her even still being here. I don't see the point. I don't know why she's a main cast member. I don't see what the fuck she's gonna give. I don't even know who the hell she's friends with, because just last season she was beefing with just about everybody on the cast. So I don't know who the hell she friends with, but at the same time, if you're really looking at the it historically, Jennifer is a part of the original cast of Basketball Wives. So, in so many words, why wouldn't she be a main cast member? But I don't really think she brings that much, and I never felt like she brought anything when she first came on the show. All she ever did was be sidekick to Evelyn. She was more interesting when she was with Eric, but after she divorced Eric, she wasn't interested anymore. All she was Evelyn's tag along. That's it. And then their friendship broke apart, and then she broke apart. And then when she came back, she was on some vindictive shit, and I just wasn't fucking with Jennifer like that. So I'm just like, girl, bye. Like, I don't know what the fuck she got going on this season for her to be main. But if it comes down to the seniority thing, then okay, Jennifer should be main. But in my opinion, she would not be main. That's just how I feel. When it comes down to British Williams, she does have a lot going on right now, honey. Okay, now she got this fraud case going on, and that's just what it is. That's the main thing we're trying to look forward to with British. She got this big case going on. She's been arrested. We don't know what her fate is going to be. And it's just like, okay, we're very much so interested in seeing how all of that is going to play out on the camera. How did it start? Where did it lead? How did it lead to that? We want to know, honey. So I'm just waiting to see how that's going to play out on camera, because don't act like y'all not interested, because y'all know y'all interested and y'all want to know what the tea is with that particular situation. Now let's continue. Brandy McSeal, number one, I'm so glad that she's back on the show. I felt like she was always given the raw deal. I know that a lot of people found her annoying. I know a lot of people probably didn't like her, but I feel like people liked her when she first came along. But you already know how these fan bases are. When they stop fucking with certain people, then the fans stop fucking with them. And I just feel like when she fell out with Drea, that's when everybody turned on her. But I never turned on Brandy. I think that she's very entertaining. I think that she brings the drama. I think that she's one person that was willing to stand up to Shawnee no matter what it cost her, and I respect her for that and that alone. So I want to see Brandy. I want to see what she's gonna bring. I want to see where her marriage is. I want to see where and how did her and Malaysia Pargo fall out. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to see. I'm just being all the way real with you. That's what I want to see, huh? I don't think Duffy should be main cast. She shouldn't have been main cast when she came the first time. Like, we didn't really get to see much of her life. Unless she brings something more, then that's when she can be main. But I don't see her being main. I don't really think she should be main at all. I don't think she deserves to be main. Angel Brinks. I don't particularly care for Angel Brinks. I think that she's a bore. I think that she's weak as hell. But when it comes down to it, she has a built-in storyline. She has her man. She's pregnant. There's cheating allegations about him out there right now. And she has a name as well. She has a brand, a clothing brand, and that's something else for people to watch. So, although I don't care for her as a cast member, I don't mind her being a main cast member since she's on the show. But, you know, just by her name alone and the storylines that she got coming up, I don't mind her being a main cast member. Brooke Bailey. I wasn't a fan of hers when she first came on the show in season 2. I wasn't a big fan of hers at all. But at this point, I definitely could see her being a main cast member. I think that she has a lot to bring. I think that her beef with Malaysia is probably the best thing about her at this point. And she probably has other things to talk about. So I think that Brooke is a strong enough personality to be on this show and to have main cast member stakes. That's what I think. I think that she can be a main cast member. I think that she's strong enough to be a cast member, a main cast member, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't think she shouldn't be a cast member, a main cast member. I really think that she should. I definitely think that she should. I can definitely see that. Nia and Naria, they can stay cast B. They really didn't have to come back on the show, to be quite honest, okay? They really didn't. So they really could stay where the fuck they at, honestly. But yeah, child, they're cast B like they should be, like they was last season. They did all that shit, started all that drama, and still wasn't no main cast member. Moving on. Alright, so that's it for the cast. Now let's get into some of this tea. Now someone asked this particular Twitter page, what can we expect? They said expect to see the talent, business ventures, friendships, fallouts, pop-ups, and legal issues. That's one thing, okay? Now they're saying that a particular cast member has been causing a lot of issues on set, okay? Some people think it's Jackie. Some people think it's Malaysia. I think it's one of the two. Jackie could be causing issues, but Malaysia could be too. Because from what I hear, Malaysia is a part of a lot of the drama that's going on this particular season of Basketball Wives. So keep that shit in mind right about now. Let's see. Let's get into some more because there is some interesting Basketball Wives tea that's out there about this season, and it's really made me very much so excited for it. Now, another thing that you guys should know, they had stopped filming for a while, but then filming was extended because they wanted to catch the fallout of British's arrest or whatever. So to be honest, they're saying that the trailer should be coming out in December and the show should be coming out at the top of next year. So we should be seeing Basketball Wives at the top of 2022. Okay, that's when the new season of Basketball Wives should be coming out. Okay, for the most part. Evelyn also tweeted that the girls did a great job with the show this season. It's going to be a very good season. Don't nobody really care about what the fuck Evelyn got to say, but it is what it is. So all I'm saying is, yeah, very excited. Now, the biggest thing that I got about this show at this point is that there is a physical altercation between Brooke Bailey and Malaysia Pargo. Yes, you heard it. A physical altercation with Brooke Bailey and Malaysia Pargo, child. Now, apparently Brooke and Malaysia have been beefing for a better part of this season. Malaysia's in a whole lot of beef this season, okay? She got beef with Brandy. She got beef with Brooke, okay? For the most part. But from what I hear, Brooke and Malaysia actually got physical on the set of season 10 of Basketball Wives. Now, one thing about it and two things for sure. Malaysia ain't no punk ass bitch, and Brooke is not no punk ass bitch. We know that Malaysia put hands on Laura Govan her first season. We know that Brooke put hands on Jackie Christie her first season. We do know that Brooke and Malaysia had issues in the past when Bambi was on the show. They were very minor issues. They weren't that big, but they had issues in the past. So I wonder what is the issue between Brooke and Malaysia this season. That's what I'm wondering. I do know that Brooke and Brandy are really cool this season. And I do know that they both are not feeling Malaysia. Malaysia's pretty much ostracized this season from what I hear. I think that the only person that she really has in her corner is Jackie. But according to that page, she may have more than one friend on her side. I think that most of the cast don't really fuck with Malaysia. The last time I checked, half the cast don't follow her on Instagram. I know Brooke don't follow her. Brandy don't follow her. Duffy don't follow her. And I don't think Angel Brinks follow her either. So for the most part, I don't know where she stands right now. I think that she's about to get the taste of her own medicine. Because at the same point in time, it's like, Malaysia, you was in OG's shoes during season 6. But then season 7, they brought you into the inner circle, and then you started kissing their ass, and now you wanted to join in on a group with ostracizing somebody when you were ostracized during season 6. So now you're about to be ostracized again by more stronger people, and I wonder how you're gonna play this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder how you're gonna do that. So Brooke ain't no Brooke is a tough cookie now, so I really want to know what's going to happen with this, because they say that Brooke in Malaysia got beef on beef on beef, honey, and it don't look too pretty for Malaysia. But in addition to Brooke and Malaysia's fight, they say that this may be the last season for somebody. But when someone said it's Malaysia Jackie, they said absolutely not. So it's not Jackie and Malaysia's last season, but I wonder who is the other person that could be leaving the show for good at this point. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You should be seeing guest appearances, unfortunately, by Zell Swag. He'll be popping up with Malaysia. As you know, he and Malaysia are very good friends, and he was once good friends with Brandy as well. I think that they're going to get a new intro. They will be getting a reunion this season as well. So yeah, they're gonna get a reunion because they haven't done a reunion since season 8, and they did say that when Shawnee does pop in, she'll be interacting with Malaysia and Jackie or whatever. So we are going to see what's going to happen. Now, this is some interesting tea in my opinion. I want to know what you guys think about the situation. Please leave your thoughts below. Will you be watching this season of Basketball Wives? Are you not interested in the season but interested in my reviews? Which one is it? I want to know, okay? We want to know what y'all think, because, you know, the ratchet in me is pretty much excited about this up and coming season of Basketball Wives. It should be out January 2022. That's when it should be coming out, at the top of next year. Should be coming out then. Okay, y'all? So with that being said, be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Also, please be sure to click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, be sure to follow my Twitter and my IG. It will be down below. If you want me to follow you back on IG, all you got to do is hit me up in the DMs with the hashtag #MessageTeamScotty, and I would definitely follow you back. With that being said, you guys, your boy's out of here. Until my next video, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.
We can always find our way to a fun moment, even in the shady bunch.